Sup? Got another solo fighter gameplay video here for you all. In the Goblin Caves, and we're using the same gear that I've been using in all my other fighter videos, so check those out if you haven't. Really quick, if you enjoy these kind of videos, I do ask you to subscribe. Not only does it, recommend you some of my other videos when you do, but it also helps me out know how many of you want to watch. Alright, getting in here in the first raid. Looks like we spawn in like the same room as some of my other videos. You can clear left there and kill all the bats and death skulls, but I usually just skip it because I know that players sometimes spawn at the end of this hall and like that dark mass at the end. So I like to kill the goblins over here and kind of go towards that player for a fight. Here I miss all my strikes on that goblin and then hit the rock wall behind me. It happens, it happens. I hear some arrows landing, which makes me think, yeah, there's a player over there. And I take this short sword, and then quickly realize I don't want that short sword, it kind of sucks. I want to get a cheeky arrow on them, and I think I shoot them when they're on top of that barrel over there. I saw their little shadow. And that goblin arrow actually, like, curved around the corner there. I don't know if you saw that, like a curved bullet. But these ranged goblins only take me 2 arrows really to the head to finish off. Because I got hit there, I want to heal up because that player I know is still close by. I want to be prepared for, whatever fight comes next. I want to kill this last ranged goblin down there, hiding in the shadows. It takes me a little while to find him. 2 arrows though knocks him out, and then now it's a ranger at the end of the hall. Got to deal with. So we're doing a little arrow battle. Back and forth, back and forth. None of us have hit, and they hit me there once. Doesn't really do much damage though on my health bar down there, so I kind of feel confident in pushing them. They don't really have a good bow, and I know my bow is really good, of course, so... There, I hit them once, I think. I saw blood. They're probably feeling that damage. They drink something, I shoot them. That's 2 arrows hit, and then I charge in to try and get close. And I dodge the last arrow and hit them once in the head to finish off the fight. I take some of their arrows, and they don't really have any gear for me. They're just using all white gear. Poor fellow. Just got stomped, no chance they win that. Sad. I know I probably do belong in High Roller, but as a solo player, I really enjoy playing the Goblin Caves, even if I'm super geared, stomping everyone, because, it's the only solo map, as someone pointed out in the comments of one of my other videos, so... I don't know, it's just, a fun map, I think. And it's really the only map where you can guaranteed get, 1v1s, which is what I like. I'm thinking to, where I want to go here. Decided to go this way to smash these pots, and also because the circle is kind of favorable towards the left than if I went right. Healing up the last bit before I go up there and cross into a different room. Here's some footsteps kind of near off my left, and some other, like, sort of boot footsteps off to my right. Thinking to smash these pots, and then maybe go for either one of those footsteps for a player fight. I think I go right here, just because I hear even more, like, kind of booted footsteps in, like, the corner. So I'm walking up, I'm checking right first, because I think that's where I heard them. And I see a little potion in the darkness there, so I know someone's there, and I heard them bandaging up, so they're already low. I hit them twice, 2 arrows. Then I hit them 3 arrows. They use a shield potion. I miss my 4th arrow. Decide that since they're already damaged, I don't want them to bait and heal up, so I rush them down with sprint. Go in here, hit them once, they hit me once. I hit them twice, and the fight's over. That barbarian was actually, like, super beefy, with gear and with HP, because that took, 3 arrows and 2 strikes. Even when they were already damaged and, shielded up, so... kind of a close fight, honestly. Like, they did close to half my health in one hit, so if they, just kited back a little more, I definitely could have lost that fight. Looting up here, they have some really good boots, some really good helmet, and a really good axe that I want to take. I don't know if I end up holding on to this gear. You know, I realize I'm not really the best of players when it comes to looting things. Sometimes I just get, you know, caught in my own head and drop things that could be worth a lot on the player market if I just held on to them. So instead I dropped the helmet and I dropped the gloves. The helmet was probably pretty good. I could have sold it on the player market for, you know, at least 100 gold, maybe more, you know. Pretty basic though, I just heal up the rest of the way, and because I've kind of cleared this side of the circle on the minimap, like I don't hear anyone, I decide to go to the west side of the circle, and I hear kind of footsteps. This door opens, and they immediately just turn around and don't look into the door they just opened, which is kind of strange. I decide to just play it safe and do ranged attacks, and looks like they're attacking someone else. I hit them once or twice with some arrows, and then I hit the barbarian once that they're fighting. That barbarian has a bardiche. Kind of a good spot for me because I'm now above them and I have the range advantage. I hear a shield potion, so I drink one just in response, so I'm safe. They're still fighting with, you know, Francisca axes and, you know, cutting each other back. I'm just living off on the edge here, up top, trying to shoot them with arrows. This person tries to run up and run away. I hit them once, hit them twice, and they go flying up above in the sky. But they're down. So now it's just the barbarian left down there. Loot this person up. I take their rings and pendants because I don't actually have many rings and pendants in my stash right now. So I'm trying to like balance what I could use for a future raid and like, you know, what I could sell on the player market. Barbarian peeks again after I'm kind of done looting. Break their shield. They go underneath the stairs. I try to go back to this other position because it was really good against that fighter. Break their shield. One arrow, and then the barbarian tries to run away because they'll know I'm going to hit them again. I don't want to let them heal, so I sprint down underneath them and go for the fight. I know they're damaged. Hit them once in the head, they're down. And just looting them up now is all that's left to do. I get their rings and pendants again, and I drop those boots. Even though those boots are really good, it's +1 all attributes. Again, I drop a +1 all attribute item, but you know, something in my brain just triggers whenever I see something like that, you know. I just want to drop something and fit the treasure, fit the rings, you know. And there I even make spot for a 4-slot item, aka those boots, but I take the cobalt ore instead. I don't need that cobalt ore, you know, like I'm not going to be making any cobalt stuff before the playtest ends, so I should have just took those boots. Check this person. I should have actually replaced my armet with their armet. Their armet gives 1 more armor and gives resourcefulness instead of physical healing, which I think is just better, you know, and it gives a little bit less max HP, but only like, you know, 5%. 5% max HP ain't that much. I'd rather have the resourcefulness probably. If you don't know, I believe resourcefulness affects like how fast you open things. So like portals, doors, anything you use affects the speed of that, so it makes it faster the more you have. Which makes it kind of a key attribute if you want to run away or reposition for opening doors and stuff. Here, I just kill those spiders, you know. This is pretty basic. I open the portal first, just in case if I get in a bad spot, I can just run and take the portal. And here, I'm kind of getting greedy and like replacing all my treasure with better rarity from these pots. I don't need to do this, you know, like, it doesn't make me that much money. My inventory's full, I should probably just leave. And I forgot to bring in a gold pouch this time, like I've done in some of my other raids, so those gold coins I can't stack. So I just get out, full inventory. I have stuff to sell, so there we go. First raid. Go to the merchant here, sell everything. I don't actually have a lot of treasure because most of my gear is in like that axe and all those rings I picked up in pendants. That's it. And here, going into the second raid, I go to my customary dark spot and sit down in the Goblin Caves lobby, looking around at whoever else is here. Don't really see many geared people, but you know, there could have been some hiding around like me. Alright, in the second raid here, I actually spawn below a different room. So like above me, there's another like big wide room with a goblin mage and stuff, and I could go up there, but I decide just to take what I get, and I loot the middle here with all these corpses first. I'm kind of thinking about where I want to go, and I decide to push towards the middle this time, just because I want to kill all these death beetles and like see there's a goblin mage, which gives me kind of hope. I don't like fighting the skeleton champion when they spawn there. I do like fighting the mage though. And as I'm killing these mobs, I hear the cave troll, you know, screaming around. So someone's fighting the cave troll currently, while I'm just shooting this mage and all these death beetles. I even see like some particles like pop up on my screen of like the cave troll doing an attack or something. I think the cave troll's below me, but for some reason the audio makes it sound like it's above me. I don't know what's up with that, but... So yeah, someone brave, really brave, is fighting the cave troll right now. I'm thinking about maybe going down there if they survive, because, you know, I could easily kill them, or, you know, maybe do some jolly cooperation and help them with the cave troll, but I don't know. Pretty basic. I'm just gonna kill these skeletons as more big particle effects pop up on my screen from the troll. I end up taking all this blue gear, even though it's not even that good. You know, like I could drop that sword, I could drop that helmet. It's not too great, but I figure it might do for some other raid. Open up the big chest here. I take this crossbow even though I probably don't need it. Sometimes I like to do that when I don't have a ranged weapon as a fighter, just to have an extra thing. If I find bolts, I can equip the crossbow and use it. But I already have like a really good recurve bow. I don't need to do that, you know. Here it goes really quiet because the person, if you look in the top right, Sneaky Snecky, has died by the cave troll. So bravery doesn't count for everything, you know. They perish by the cave troll. These death beetles keep, you know, dropping me blue treasure. That's why I like looting this main room pretty early, because then I'm securing that blue treasure, blue rarity. With the other loose treasure and drop the crossbow and the lantern, because I don't need those. Here I accidentally step on a spike trap. Oh well. Only a little bit of damage. Here I alt-tab. I think I got like a Discord notification or something. I don't know. And here I'm thinking about pushing over into the room on my left here, because that's the room with all the wooden walkways. You know how much I love this room if you've seen my other videos. Not only can you find a lot of players here, but you can also have a lot of fun vertical fights. Don't really see anyone though. I decided just to keep continuing, because if I don't hear anyone on the north side of the circle, because I just came from, like, if you look on the bottom right, I was on the north side of the circle. Come over here to the west side, and there's this barbarian. I shoot once with an arrow. They run up. They push me. They hit the post with their axe, and then I stab them in the side, and they go down. So just one arrow and one strike. And they have a lot of gold coins on them. This is really where I wish I brought, you know, a gold pouch to hold all those gold coins and, like, save space, but I didn't this raid. I don't know why. I kind of just forget every raid to grab an empty one and go back in. It's not a habit for me, but it should be. So I'm just kind of organizing my inventory, dropping some stuff I don't need. I could probably drop that sword too. Kind of trying to make room for more treasure. Because I think I'm probably going to get another kill before the end of this raid. Load up this chest, kind of thinking about where I'm going while I'm doing this. Check in here again for other players that might have moved up. Don't really hear anything. Decide to push now to the south side of the circle, and the way I do that is I come back over here to this little tunnel. Still kind of checking around to see if anyone's moved in from the circle. I crouch through this whole hallway because there's wall spikes that hit you if you don't crouch sometimes, so crouch through the whole length and then open the door. Going in here, I don't really see anything. But this whole place has been looted. There's no goblin mage, no ranged goblins, and there's no loot on the shelves, so I know someone's been here. Here's some little footsteps or something breaking over here on my right. Lots of footsteps. It's a cleric. They immediately do their judgment on me. I pull back and do my second wind because their judgment did about half my health. Kill the goblin quick. They pull back to drink another shield potion. I drink a shield potion in response. And here I try to hit them with some of my throwing axes. 1, 2 did not hit. Third one does hit. They're buffing themselves up with spells right now. Since they're buffing and pulling back, I pull out my bow. Try to hit an arrow. There's a ranged goblin behind me. They don't hit me. I hit them once, twice, 3 times, and then they go down. I win the fight. Even though they buffed up and had, like, you know, a bunch of shields on them. Once I got into range on them, it was pretty easy just to strike them down. And here they actually have a lot of rings and necklaces on their person and also wearing them. So again, I decided to just fill up my inventory with all these rings and pendants because, like I said, my stash was kind of light on both. So I decided might as well just, you know, take those and keep them for another raid or maybe sell them on the player market. Coming in here, at this point I'm looking for a portal. I look around and in this big room. Don't really see anything. I could have checked like below me on that ledge. I know sometimes portals spawn there. Just kind of moving through. And here I hear a portal spawn over there, but I think it's actually below here. And it is. Here's some footsteps on my top left. I think they're above, because I checked this side. Decide before I maybe consider going fighting them, I'll kind of chill out for a second and open up this portal. Here's shield potion pop from someone. So now 2 sets of footsteps, they're fighting. Open up this portal just in case. And now I can always come back to this portal now that it's open. So if I get in a bad spot, I can just run away right to that portal and get out. I decide, now that I hear those 2 sets of footsteps, and up in the top right in the kill feed, discounted Legolas just killed Stealth Soup with a recurve bow. That was what we just heard, so I know they just killed a player. They gotta be kind of low maybe. Decide to push in. Hit them once with an arrow over the rock. They're kind of baiting me. I decide to bait them and do sprint towards them. Hit them once, twice, they're down. So 1 arrow and 2 strikes. Kills that ranger. And now it's just time to loot, you know. I decided to drop some of these more useless rings. Just because I want more treasure this raid. You know, last raid didn't give me much treasure, so I want to fit in a lot more. Equip that surgery kit and fit the 4-slot item there. 4-slot treasure. Here I'm kind of looking at the rarity of some of my treasure. Trying to pick up something that's more valuable. Kind of greedy, honestly. And again, I'm kicking myself for not bringing in a gold pouch, because that would have been really helpful here. With all this gold. Could have fit in a lot more treasure too. As I'm running away to this portal again, I notice, yeah, that guy just killed someone. I need to go loot them too, because they probably didn't get a chance. This person actually has a lot of blue treasure for me, so I dropped my cracked treasure for all the blue rarity treasure. Kind of check around here. I probably could have dropped, you know, one of those swords or one of my arrows for more treasure, but I don't here. And I fit in their ring and a little last piece of treasure before I'm kind of, you know, I got to get out of here. Inventory's super full. I can't even fit all that treasure. So I run over to the portal I opened. The portal stay open indefinitely and I get out. Getting back in, I go back to the collector and sell up all my treasure. This time I got a lot more value when compared to the first raid. And a lot more rings and pendants again. And I made about a total of 373 gold with all that treasure, and I also included a bunch of extra gear. I sold that double axe for confirmed 100 gold. I wanted to sell it for more, but I didn't want to sit around for a while. I'll show a clip of me selling that here in just a moment. But the highlights are those rings, pendants, and all that treasure, really. Let me know if you want to see like these little clips of me selling the stuff here. This trade only took me about 2 minutes to find someone willing, so it was pretty quick. And here, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I want to remind you, if you enjoyed this video, to please subscribe. Not only does it help you, but it also helps me. And that's it. I hope you check out some of my other videos, because they're basically, you know, the same sort of vein as this one, and hope you enjoyed. Thanks.